So, guys, there was a time a statement leaked from the presidency, Hassel Villa, when it was said that Buhari was supporting Peter Obi, and at the end of the day, I think the spokesperson, either of the spokesperson, Femi Adesina or Gabashewu, came out and debunked it, and some APC Tinubu supporters or Tinubu group came out and say, oh, it is laughable that how can Buhari support a Peter Obi? And what leaked from that statement was that if you see or if you hear and see the way Peter Obi has been going and Atiku has been going, Atiku has been talking about how to sell NMPC. He said it in 2019 and that was what they used against him. But now we can see that the same thing Atiku was trying to say is what APC has done, whether stylishly. They said there is now, they have tried to modify NMPC. But before you know what is happening, you know that what Atiku was saying that as at that time is what they are saying, what they have already done. Maybe after this government must have left, that is when we're going to be hearing a lot of things. Just the same way they told us about a subsidy, that subsidy is a scam. But at the end of the day, they are in their own term, in their own regime. For 8 years, they are paying subsidy because by end of their 8 years, which will be in May. So by June, like the government has told us, by June, they are going to remove subsidy. Then you begin to ask yourself, the statement that was made that subsidy is a scam, nobody saying anything. The other day, this man came out and told us, oh, it is not subsidy. That is to tell you that this man is a liar. Keyamu is a big pathological liar. He told us that, oh, when they asked him that, but this same government told us that nothing like subsidy, that anybody that tells you that there's something or anything like subsidy, he said, no, they were not paying subsidy, that it was just premium that they were paying. Just to use English to confuse us. But now they are not telling us that it is subsidy. But he was saying it, I think 3 years ago, that it was subsidy. It was a premium they were paying. So now the bone of contention now is that the statement that got leaked is that Buhari would prefer Peter Obi than Atiku because Atiku has been going around preaching restructuring. And Obi has not been saying restructuring, that even if there's anybody that they would even want to consider, even let's even leave Tinubu aside, forget that Tinubu is their party member or is their presidential candidate, that if there's anybody that he would have preferred Peter Obi compared to Atiku. You know that when it comes to the division of this country, oh my goodness, people from that area, they don't want it. I don't understand. They always brag. They have this. That's why this country has been the way it is. They brag about being in power, but you have the power, you can't do anything. They still have the power right now. They don't know what to do with the power. I heard the spokesperson of Northern Elders Forum, Akim Baba, saying that they regretted voting or supporting Buhari because they believe that he was the Messiah. But now they are wrong. They are wrong. Majority of them, but because of shame, they can't just come out. They know within themselves that they have failed. But you still want the power, you still want the power, you still want the power, and give you the power. Now, they still have the power. It's not as if even those ones that are talking about the power should remain in the north. You still have the power. What do you want to do with the power? Just at this, just to prove the people right that yes, we have the power. We can do these are the things we have been doing. But there's nothing, even if you give them, let the north take over the power. Maybe unless maybe they are going to bring a right person, that's a different thing. Because in every community, in every region, you have good people. Unfortunately, they are not allowed to come in. They are not allowed to come in because it is a do or die affair, because the system is corrupt. The system is corrupt to the extent that it will only be favoring just the few. Even when we have laws in place, they will turn it upside down and they will gang up among themselves and do the wrong thing. So when it comes to restructuring and separation, they so much hate it. They so much hate it. You have the power, you believe always boasting that you have the what it takes, you have the population, you have, and what are you doing with it? The region is as backward as what one cannot even describe. And you now begin to ask yourself, of what use is the power that you people say you have? So when it comes to restructuring, and a lot of people have been following the somehow maybe manifestos of all these politicians, all these presidential candidates, and the reason why it was said that Buhari would prefer Peter Obi, because he's not been talking about restructuring, whether it's a deliberate or after the campaign, or maybe when the campaign starts, you start talking about it. But right from the beginning, this man has been talking about restructuring. And that was why they said Buhari would have preferred Peter Obi to Atiku, because restructuring is not in his agenda. Good governance, when you have good governance, it's all encompassing. It's all encompassing. And you know that recently, the northern, whether the traditional rulers and also the governors, the elders in northern region, now they are coming together talking about state policing, which they themselves they have been going against it. Whether they are playing lip service to it is a different thing altogether. They are talking about a state policing. By the time it is time for them to do the right thing, you begin to see them drawing back, pussyfooty about it. So I don't know when the suffering, where the suffering will get to, the level at which the suffering will get to before everybody will start doing the needful. Everybody will behave normal. I don't understand whether because those who are at the end of affair, they have not been affected deeply. That is why they don't even say much. Every day, if they really have the interest of the people at heart, every day people are crying on a daily basis. We have those who call themselves the bandits or whatever, these terrorists, yet they are going from places to places. They are so emboldened, and you still want to rely on the conventional, the national police force. You talk about restructuring that will benefit everybody at every level, they will reject it. Let's go our separate way. It's a lie. Let us have good governance. Nah, lie. Obey rule of law. It is a problem. So whether he supports Peter Obi or not, whether he meant it or not, we all know that the thing that these guys hate most is restructuring and division of this country. And that's why they are still holding Nnamdi Kanu. They are still holding him because he has crossed the red line according to their own definition. He has crossed the red line. What gave him that audacity to talk about this and that? And that's why they are not taking it, Ohanizi and Afenifere and Pandem. They are not taking them serious because they don't want to hear restructuring. And what baffles me and what infuriates me, some people who are even more enlightened, they will be telling you that restructuring means different to different people. We are restructuring every day. Things that the state are supposed to do. Is that how it's going to be done? We have a lot of untapped natural resources, but the federal government cannot do it. They will not allow the state government to do it. So where do we go? The one that is even hitting us on the head is this issue of security. Let us have police, state policing. They will tell you, oh, the state governors are going to make use of it. They are going to misuse it. They are going to abuse it. The question is, now so we go the day. So whether Buhari is supporting or is not supporting, that is not even the issue. Good governance is a lie. Separation and wahala, restructuring and wahala. They don't believe in all those things, but give good governance is a lie. But you're going to be doing nepotism and lopsidedness when it comes to appointments. So who is fooling who? Who is fooling who? And I believe that was the reason why APC quickly came out and said, oh, how can he support this man? How can he support him? How can he support a Peter Obi? That is their own cup of tea. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.